DLC Wave 2 changed the meta forever, with the inclusion of Steve from Minecraft and Kazuya from Tekken, and probably some other characters from the DLC pack, but today we'll only talk about these two candidates, and specifically these two characters because in the competitive scene, they have been seen as menaces to Smash Ultimate competitive players, and I'm here to determine which fighter is the better fighter in this game of icons. I do not fear this new challenge. Rather, like a true warrior, I will rise to meet it. Quote by Vegeta. I use this quote to describe the player that saw these new titans and began to exploit their biggest weaknesses. Starting with Steve. It goes without saying, Steve camps so he can get materials. That character cannot do half the things he wants to do. The only special that will work without his materials is Uppy. And even then, Uppy is just a good recovery, and only having one special move that you can use while your others just lay dormant until you have enough materials, it just shows that Steve without materials is horrible. And Steve struggles against rushed down characters. Now on the opposite spectrum, we got Kazuya Mishima. With this character being a 2D fighter, he has the unfortunate ability of auto turnaround, which that one could be a debatable buff or it could be a debatable nerf. His uppy goes straight up while also having a Mewtwo jump, and let's just say that does not help you when it comes to recovering. Characters with swords are his kryptonite. He does not have any way to camp. Though his neutral B is a good projectile, it does not keep players away due to that projectile being super slow, and with this projectile, it can only be used once in the air. And the thing that most players that play this character have to suffer with is the juggling. Once Kazuya is in the air, it is mostly impossible to see him back on that ground without taking a lot of damage, because he barely has any good air options. So Steve's pros. Oh my. There's a lot of them. His neutral is godlike. He really can control the neutral by placing blocks, changing the stage to his own form, by camping. If you do not approach him, he will just get materials. If you do approach him, he's just gonna really block you away and then get materials. There really isn't a win-win situation with Steve. There's either a win-lose, lose-lose, or win, but you don't feel like you won. His power with diamond and gold is ridiculous. And even then, stone, iron, wood, they're not bad either. Unless he's fighting you with his bare fists, Steve's power is pretty formidable. He has changed the camping game to a revolutionary stance. His less trap options are ridiculous. You will have to be playing a game of chess while he just has to put up the chess board. Simply put, you really don't have that many options when you go off stage against him. You just have to honestly try to outwit him, try to outthink him, and that's what helps make Steve a very scary character. Kazuya Mishima. In the Sakurai Direct, everyone was afraid of him. He was demonstrated to have invincibility on almost half of his moves when he uses them. He has the built-in tough guy armor. His uppy at his shield is a really viable option. Having the rage drive come to you once a stock when you are 25% of stamina or 100% in percentage, and give you that 1.1 multiplier and a devastating attack that is a command grab, that just seems scary enough. But there's more. His down smash spikes. He is a damage machine when he lands a Demon God Fist stun or Electric Wind God Fist. Both names sounding pretty intimidating. He has a crouch dash that makes melee players not really excited because they don't know how to use Kazuya anyway. And this might be a little debatable, but he does arguably have the best projectile out of all the 2D fighters. And you stack all of them together,
but means nothing if you're gonna get hit by these Kazuya combos. 75, 82, 98, up smash, 0 to death.
Pros and cons aside, I think some objective truth is probably needed. Looking at tournament results starting from January 1st of 2023, it is easy to see if a character is ruining your game based off how many times this character has won in a tournament. And now, after looking at all of Ultimate's Majors tournaments, I'm here to announce that it's a tie. Objection! No! There are 10 wins for Steve, and there are 10 wins for Kazuya. Truly, I am shocked to admit this. But to anyone who thought that Steve was just gonna sweep this,
surprise, motherfucker.
But if these results can't help me find who the winner is, there's only one thing I can do. A boy can throw a good punch, but a man can counter your punch. From a random dude on the streets. In a one-on-one match, everything happens in a blink of a second, whether it be through overextending or accidentally misinputting. And depending on what character you are using, or depending on what character you're facing, it might mean the difference of certain death and just a simple love tap. So when it comes to a match, one-on-one, and it comes to counters, you can't deny you want to have damage on your side. And that's where Kazuya comes in handy, able to scramble eggs like his opponents. Like Steve, who will most likely just grill them for a long time until they get burned. I don't know what anime writer wrote this, but this is just incorrect. By abandoning offense, even without winning, the result will effectively be victory. by Togame from Katana Gatari. This beautifully helps me explain the winner, because this character can be very offensive when he needs to be, and he doesn't have to win, but just has to show off that he is very effective. And while the player knows that he has weaknesses, he finds fun ways to work around them. Each player has the freedom of playing this character any way they want. And the character I'm describing today is Minecraft Steve, your winner for this battle of brawlers. But it's not over yet. Click here if you want to watch Steve versus Brawl Meta Knights. It is an incredible battle between two titans that have conquered their respected games. And thank you for watching, and you guys stay safe and peace.
Play.